when you ask me about like what is Dolly, it's like I want to feel like I hugged the whole community.
Welcome to Startup Hype. I'm your host today, Nick Rabaudo, and we're here with Dolly Dias, a passionate foodie, owner, and manager of the newly launched Dolly's restaurant in the San Francisco Bay Area. We're so excited to be here today. Thanks for having us.
We're excited to have you here. Thank you.
Awesome. I want to jump right in and learn about Dolly and your restaurant. So could you give us an elevator pitch, a quick rundown of Dolly's restaurant?
Yeah, we just started October 28, 2023. This is an Italian inspired menu and a wine bar, and we do have beer on tap and bottle. And I really wanted the community to come here and feel like you're coming home, like to their second home. Yeah.
I love that. It's like bringing family together Italian style here.
Yes.
Making it feel like home.
Yes.
So I'm so interested to understand your personal background and how you got into all of this to start this restaurant.
Yeah, so I moved here 2008 from Sri Lanka. And in 2009, I started working at Milano's in Tiburon. And he was my mentor. And he's the one who taught me how to do everything from cutting a lime or lemon to opening this restaurant right now. Wow. Thanks to him. So looking back, it was the best thing that happened to me.
So what brought you into food and like the passion behind food?
Looking back now, I feel like the Italian cuisine was always behind me because my uncle is married to an Italian lady. So the Italian cuisine was in my blood, like before, like even I came here. But now when I look back, I can see how I connected. Like I put all, like I always thought like, why do I always like Italian food? Like why do I always crave pasta? Why do I crave marinara sauce? Like I always thought that, but after I opened this only, I realized like, oh my God, this is coming together because
circle.
I can see like why I liked all this.
It's like connected
all the dots
from your childhood, and this passion started early then.
Yeah.
What I'm interested in is how you've kind of taken these passions and now built them into a business venture.
Right.
Like it's actually kind of exciting. So what made you want to start this restaurant?
Well, first of all, when I go to a restaurant, like I sometimes when I go, I just go in, you get the menu, you get seated, you get welcome, you just seated, and you don't have like a connection. So the Dolly's, I have to say that I wanted to create a community, like you can come in here, you can just come and sit down. Sometimes within the 5 months, like people order the same thing and the same wine, and I'm like, do you want the same thing? They're like, oh yeah, Dolly, you order what I want.
I'll have
like,
the usual.
Yeah, I have the usual, like that's like I have already created that. When you ask me about like what is Dolly's, like I want to feel like I hugged the whole community. That's the feeling that I like a big hug when you come in. That's what I want to give. Hopefully that's what I'm doing.
That's a really important why. Like people always say, start with why. Like what's your why message?
Yeah.
And I know that based on this background that you shared with us, you started as a restaurant employee, and then obviously you came to create this, and that was your vision, is to create something special for yourself and for the community. Could you tell us a little bit about the transition from restaurant employee to restaurant owner?
To answer that question, like I have to go back to Milano's again. Roger had 7 Milanos in the Bay Area at one point, so he knew what the restaurant formula was. When I started, I was just coming off my teenage years, and I had zero interest in whatever he said. But then within like a year and a half, I changed. Like it just gets into you, right? And he was a really tough boss and like a dad type. Like he would tell me what to do and like how I had to listen to. So he made me who I am as a restaurant owner. Like he made that, like he made me understand the needs, what you have to do in the front, in the back, like at the whole thing.
It's all of those building blocks of skills that get up to this point. And that's so exciting to make the transition to entrepreneurship, having kind of built that skill set over the years.
It's very important.
So what do you think makes a successful entrepreneur?
You have to have the drive. You have to have your passion. You have to breathe it, sleep it. You have to.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. If you think about you like, oh, I'm going to open a restaurant tomorrow. There's no way that like it's gonna be easy like that. You know, like as a small business owner, like we don't have the capacity to go like bring millions of dollars just to open a restaurant, right? So when you compare from me to like opening like a franchise or like big restaurant chains and stuff, when you compare me to them, like I had to do everything from zero. So I think to answer your question, you have to have so much passion, and you have to love what you do. You have to love it. You can't just be like, oh, I'm doing this to make money. No, you have to love what you do.
Throughout all of that experience, there's a lot of stress, there's that feel of failure.
Yes.
Is there like a motivating quote, motto, or saying that you come back to for motivation, inspiration?
Yeah, I kept telling myself, I got this, I got this. You got it, Dolly.
Yeah,
you got it, Dolly.
I like that. You got it, Dolly.
Yeah.
It's like that personal motivation, inspiration.
Even when I get really crazy busy, I say that in my head. I'm like, I got this, Dolly.
I love that.
Yeah. You got this, Dolly. Yes.
What's a major lesson learned through this entrepreneurship experience?
The biggest lesson I would have to say is putting everything together for a restaurant. That was harder than you think. For managing, you walked into a place where it's already set up for you. Yeah. You just have to manage it. Now owning this, you have to think about it. Oh, the counter is going to match the walls is going to match the counter, the paint, everything. So
it's
that's
that attention to detail.
Yes, like I think the biggest lesson was that, like I have to like think about everything. Oh my God, where did
That's
I put
true.
everything?
I mean, also
yes.
the level of organization,
yes.
and you can kind of fall into analysis paralysis if you're not careful.
Right.
You got to make decisions
yes.
along all those things. So what's your takeaway message for everyone watching? Maybe the entrepreneurs that are interested in starting something but haven't taken that first step. What would you like to leave us with?
I have to say the biggest takeaway is like for all the little girls out there, just don't give up. Because I came here from Sri Lanka. I wasn't born here, so just like that, you cannot give up. I get asked that question from like sometimes people come in here and they like bake pies at home. They do like these things. They started in the pandemic. Then I'm like, you have to go get it. You gotta get it. You have to go after it. But the biggest takeaway was, I have to say, don't ever give up.
Yeah. Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? So
right,
never
exactly.
give up.
You never give up.
Well, you heard it here first. Never give up. Thank you so much for spending the time with us, Dolly. It was a pleasure learning about you, your business, and entrepreneurship. And thank you to all the viewers out there. If you like this video, smash that like button. Don't forget to follow for more entrepreneurial content like this. And as always, stay inspired, stay motivated, stay hyped. This is Startup Hype. We'll see you next time.